Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to Legal Explore. I see Sunilmal Dev with you. Now I will discuss about public interest litigation, which is called in short P.I.L. That is, what is public interest litigation and where, how and under what circumstances who can file this litigation or cases. So we will first know what is public interest litigation or P.I.L. So public interest litigation, the word public means people. The word interest means interest, that is benefit, and the word litigation means a case or lawsuit. That is, public interest litigation is a case or a suit for the benefit of public. So, public interest litigation is a case which is filed to protect and enforce public interest. So, public interest litigation or P.I.L. is filed to protect the interest of public, that is any other people. That means the case or suit cannot be filed to protect any personal or own interest. There is no mention of this public interest litigation anywhere in the Indian Constitution or any other written law. It originated with the interpretation of the Supreme Court. This public interest litigation was first introduced in India in 1980 by Honorable Supreme Court Judges P.N. and B.R. Krishna Iyer. This case was introduced in India especially considering the socially and economically backward persons and due to illiteracy and poverty who cannot approach the court of law, or there is no way for them to take shelter of law, or they do not know how to file their case in court. They can approach the court in a very easy way through this public interest litigation. This public interest litigation cannot be filed in personal interest. It has to be filed in public interest. That is, in this public interest case, special attention should be paid if I am the petitioner or plaintiff in the case, then no matter related to my personal interest can be connected with this case. It should be in the public interest. For example, if two persons have a dispute over land, they cannot file public interest litigation. Again, it was seen that any public places like school, college or footpath is occupied by someone and the school authorities or the government is not taking any action on it. In that case, this public interest litigation can be filed. Again, if it is seen that workers are not getting proper wages or children are not getting proper education, or somewhere people are being harassed by police or any other military or paramilitary forces. Again, if it is seen that due to any wrong decision of the government, people are being harassed, or there is corruption or human rights or fundamental rights of people are violated or not protected, then this public interest litigation can be filed. Therefore, to file public interest litigation, the petitioner or the party has to show the court how public rights or interests are being violated. Now, the question is, who can file this public interest litigation and against whom and where? The public interest litigation can be filed by any Indian citizen or citizens, individually or collectively, or by any organization such as a social organization. Again, in this public interest litigation, the court itself can so move to entertain the case. For example, if it comes to the knowledge of a judge of Supreme Court or High Court, be it through any newspaper or television or any other social media, that the right of a citizen are being violated, then he can voluntarily accept public interest litigation and give judgment after conducting the trial. In this public interest litigation, the government or a concerned department of the government is usually made the opposite party or defendant. So, if it is seen that the government is not taking any action or the rule of law is not being applied, due to which the general public is suffering, then this public interest litigation is filed. In other words, this public interest litigation is filed to direct the government by the court on any matter. This public interest litigation can be filed only in Supreme Court or High Court. There is no need to appoint an advocate to file this public interest litigation. The petitioner himself can participate in the hearing of the case. However, it is better to appoint an advocate in special cases because the advocate has a lot of knowledge and understanding about the law. In public interest litigation does not require any fee like other procedural litigation. However, if the litigant appoints an advocate, then he has to pay his fees. Again, in other cases where the written complaint has to be filed with the court according to the systematic and specific format, but these are not required in this case of public interest litigation. In this case of public interest litigation, even if a person writes a complaint on a postcard or ordinary paper and sends it to the court, then the court will accept it as a fit case and pass judgment by conducting the proceeding. So, in this way, after filing of public interest litigation, the court can direct the government or the appropriate authority to take action in this matter. Another significant point in the case of public interest litigation is that in the case of public interest litigation, the case is disposed quickly. That is, in the public interest litigation, dates are not given repeatedly like other cases. Again, it is not right to think that if a person files a public interest litigation in the court, all his problems will be solved. Again, many times we see that public interest litigation are filed on false ground for political or personal gain or any other interest, which is not correct. In this way, we see that the public interest litigation is being misused presently. However, if the public interest litigation is misused in this way, the court can impose a huge penalty on the litigant. So, before filing public interest litigation, the litigant has to collect all the documents and evidence, etc. in connection with his case. Therefore, the real purpose of public interest litigation is there are so many people in our society who cannot go to the court to protect their own right due to extreme poverty. Fundamental rights are meaningless to them. So, this public interest litigation is an easy way to protect their right and to get them a free trial and justice from the court. So, today's discussion about public interest litigation or P.I.L. is up to this point. Therefore, to know more about new laws and to watch all the programs of this channel regularly, you subscribe this Legal Explore channel and also like, share and comment please. Thank you.